Since this venerable stadium was erected in the Pennsylvania Hills, it has been the home to toughness, to passion, to winning. Welcome to Happy Valley and Beaver Stadium, home to the Penn State Nittany Lions. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Western Michigan Broncos, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Broncos will kick it away first. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Looking for a productive play on first down. Power football with the run. And the ball's free in the backfield. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And man, you know this guy dreamed of starting this game off right and running the football and positive and being the guy throughout the day, not...
Oh, this nigga fumble on the first play of the game,
He's
bro.
gonna have to have some resilience because he's going to get more totes.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look in the replay.
I can't my bad.
Turn the call.
Oh, my that shit.
They'll line up for a second down play.
But China got that ass. So my Kardashian.
He's looking to throw. Using his feet to buy time. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The give to the tailback. Running with power. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll try the run. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdowns.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert.
But China got that ass. So Marco
Well, here's a
Dashi.
classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on fourth down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State! On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. On the move from inside his 5. And he won't quite
But China got that ass.
20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, Dave.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for a fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it, we didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Now on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. He's looking to throw. And the ball is picked off. Not the biggest return, but he sets him up inside the red zone at the 19. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And it's intercepted in the end zone. No, he's out of bounds. Oh, so close to stopping the drive with a turnover in the end zone. The give on the inside. Working his way and keeping those legs moving. Picks up 5 down to the 14. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
He wants to pass it on second down. Snags it over the middle. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. This offense has a second down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down to the 48. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Trying play action. Looking for a deep man. Picked off. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Throws for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 28. He's looking to throw. Buys a little extra time. He'll take another shot here. He caught it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A first down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And the returner goes down. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this year.
Oh, and he knocks him out of the way, and he's running free. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did.
No, my lighter fucking ass. I mean, it's going out because I'm not hitting it for real. I'm just from the game.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Getting that
I only feeling it.
Before out to the 26.
That's a really nice play.
Yeah,
it's
I think so.
It's first down, the defense thinks you might be running a football. You still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
And now in the pitch, the ball's loose. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Penn State! Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
Damn. That's expensive.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
No, not really.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found.
Yeah, I'm tweaking.
At the 18. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense on
let a couple pounds for 700.
Running back searching for a hole. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get there. They're so big, so strong.
Take it out.
Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
What?
Single back formation, and they give it to it. Not much there.
You know how hard it is to replicate those, bro?
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there.
I'm pretty sure a lot of them shit's probably been fucking reps already, bro.
Give to the running back. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. And the Broncos will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one.
What do you do?
Heels to punt and try to pick up some yards. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36.
Yeah.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field.
Oh, yesterday?
Leaves it with the running back.
Nigga probably be eating them shits and probably like not replying.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They're going to test the right side with this one. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout calls. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Offense set on first down. They'll run it. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jumpers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45.
Oh, shit, man.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Always staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking for space. It's Burns. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. And the Broncos are flying down the field. They're getting this guy lathered up. Open space at the 25. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting to find out what opens up play action. Now you're making a play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Especially if you get to the end zone, the more you start to bring big bodies on the field, right? The field shrinks. I'm worried about you running the football, particularly up the middle. But how about the offense? Does a nice job tossing the ball on the perimeter, going out there, getting some positive yards, trying to get 7 from the field.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try the jet sweep, going for the first down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting. Going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown. And the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
I feel you, bro. I'll stay in the house
The Nittany Lions
every
will kick it
weekend.
off to start the second half.
It was good to go outside sometimes. This the girl he fumbled, bro?
And he takes this from inside.
Like she hit him up on some, like, I'm trying to fuck type shit.
Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Nah, no way.
Guys, we're about to
Damn, he said he fell
They
asleep.
start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
Nah, I'll be falling asleep. I take naps too, bro. So
It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look at the other side of the defense, they have
that's how it be, bro. Some girls just be on some desperate shit, trying to get piped. She might hit you up. Yeah, that might be the first and last opportunity, bro.
Buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Yeah, she alright though. If I'm up and I'm around and I'm free, then yeah, she pulling up for sure. But if he was asleep, then he was asleep. Man, you feel me? It is what it is.
And he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part.
She ain't nothing spectacular though.
Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge.
Yeah, I'll hit that. Yeah, I'll touch that. She look like she'll mop you.
He's got great speed. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it.
That shit in Florida.
I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And the returner will be brought down. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice.
Some cats don't like to be picked up though, bro.
Inside out, forward, backwards, get some first downs, get some
Hell, nigga.
Going with the ground pound game left.
Shit, you just had that brand of you just had that version, not version, but that type of species of a cat that likes to be picked up. There's some species that don't like to be picked up, man.
Line getting set on second down. Keep it on the ground. Find some running room. He'll pick up 4 out to the 12.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they're going to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense. They're turning out positive yardage early.
And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. This defense happy with how that last play turned out to be able to find the penalty. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it.
Yeah, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. First down here for the offense. They go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football.
He's off to the races. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Give him 6 on the play, they'll mark it at the 9.
All right, they showed this in the first half, right? Loaded up, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Come back now, pull some guys, go the other direction, have success. Great job by the coaching staff.
Strikes the blow. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Once you start getting closer to the end zone, you start bringing in more big bodies, right? They're going to run the football more. The field shrinks. I can run different coverages, but really nice job saying, that's fine. You bring in the big bodies. I'm going to toss the ball in the perimeter for a nice positive game.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The Nittany Lions have this offense rolling. Give to the fullback. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! And the beatdown has ensued. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way backed up.
This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. They'll go to the counter. Can't get him to the ground. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
He is going nowhere. Stops at the line of scrimmage. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll go to the ground. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the pummeling has started. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense obviously just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together.
Gonna drop that.
Complimentary football.
That's like on a line.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors.
They got some heat in there, though.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Ohio State is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Buckeyes fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final
Nice. What you about to do?
It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Well, that's a fortuitous bounce because we know this guy already fumbled earlier in the game, David. He's got to do a better job with 5 points of pressure on that ball.
Or he's going to be sitting on the sidelines. Coaches are not going to continue to trust you if you're going to continue to put the ball on the ground.
Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield.
That's the kid super collide.
Bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around.
They dropped. Oh yeah, I was just looking at that. Oh, it's on line.
Will line it up on 1st and 10.
Yeah, those are nice. I like the hoodie though.
They're going to ride this running back. And he doesn't
the hoodie not right there?
Short gain on the play.
Yeah, I know. Seen it online. I like that collab. That's a good collab right there.
Down at 2nd and 9.
Yeah, but I see like they got the black and gray.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They
What?
bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on
No,
that.
I just want to see it. Go back to
This
it.
offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just
Yeah.
they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a
That's
good
tough.
bit, that's probably
That's
not.
actually
This
tough.
offense needs to hit the gas. And they
Yeah,
need
that's
to
actually
keep
tough. You should get that.
throw the football around.
Quick toss. Works
Yeah.
his way through the traffic, and he picks up 8 yards on the play, and this one's much more manageable on 4th and 3. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Running for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that's
Tackle
tough.
is made after the 1st down. In plus territory, not really much of a decision to make there. They had to go for it, and it paid off.
Yeah, they know points are going to be at a premium in this game, so they're going for it here, no doubt. Nice job picking up the first and now putting a lot of pressure on this defense.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Second down coming up.
Yeah.
Handoff from the gun.
No, I don't like.
They finally make the stop, but the big
Nah.
run is plenty
I like the
to
hoodies. The
those
hoodies is
sticks for the
nice.
first down.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer could have used some of this earlier in the
I don't know
game.
what I'll wear
Are you
with
calling
it.
runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with a dub, and really, everybody's staying in. Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Throw into the end zone. That's picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here.
It's tough. I probably would have. The black one's nice.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
Look at that legacy score. They probably taxed. They probably taxed him over there.
I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going